Grace Kitchens, in association with the Culinary Federation of Jamaica, presents the Chef's Invitational Challenge on Creative Cooking. 8 chefs, 1 goal: to create the most exciting new recipes using Grace Convenience foods and local produce, and to be the top chef of the challenge. Now, meet today's chefs and your host, Maisie Miller.
Hello there. Let's introduce you to today's challengers. On my left, I have Chef
Kamar, Sullivan.
And you're from?
The Runaway Hotel and Training Institute.
Beautiful. And to my right, I have Chef
Richard Baugh from Half Moon Hotel in Montego Bay.
Chef Sullivan, what are you cooking up for us today?
Well, today I'll be coating your own Grace Jack mackerel with some plantain, served with some cassava and dasheen and pumpkin string beans.
Range of ground provisions. What are you preparing for us today?
For today, I'll be preparing a yam and jackfruit risotto with our jerk rack of lamb crusted with oatmeal and red wine sauce. Also accompanied with it, we'll be having a tropical rhythm guava gel.
On Tuesday, the 2 challengers completed their recipes. Now, here's a recap of their presentations. The basic rules of the contest require the chefs to prepare innovative, consumer-friendly dishes that utilize Grace Convenience foods along with local produce. The top chef in the challenge will receive $50,000 and the Creative Cooking Chef's Challenge trophy. The runner-up will receive $30,000 and a trophy. Judges will be assessing the dishes for creative use of Grace products and local produce, taste, originality, presentation, and kitchen organization. Of the total 100 points, taste is the most important, with an allocation of 35 points.
You have 5 minutes left to plate and present the dishes to the judges. Five, 4, time is up. Please stop working. Let us now introduce you to our panel of judges. We have Mrs. Paulette Roden, a certified professional chef and the director of Crimson Dawn Limited. We have Mr. Steve Soar, the executive chef at Half Moon Hotel and the vice president of the Culinary Federation of Jamaica. And we have Dr. Janet Dyer, the CEO of the Runaway Bay Heart Hotel and Training Institute.
Chef Sullivan's dish was heavy on the side of locally grown produce. He used pumpkin, cassava, and dasheen. These were later added to sautéed onions and coconut milk to make a rundown sauce. The Grace mackerel was removed from the can, reserving the sauce. That sauce was later added to diced June plum, onions, and roasted garlic, and allowed to simmer till the June plum was tender. A feature of Chef Sullivan's dish was the use of plantain. First, fried till crisp, then beaten to make the plantain crumbs, to which a little pimento was added before being used to coat the Grace mackerel. He also attempted to use plantain to form a circle for plating the meal. His vegetables were sautéed string beans and pumpkin. The June plum sauce, mentioned earlier, was drizzled around the Grace mackerel preparator to serving. Chef Baugh's ambitious recipe started with preparing the racks of lamb, which were seared on both sides in a hot sauté pan. At that point, the Grace jerk seasoning was added. The lamb racks were then rolled in Grace oats and coated evenly. He then put the lamb in the refrigerator to cool for a few minutes, and later completed it in the oven. The yam and jackfruit risotto started with finely diced yam, which was blanched, diced onions and crushed garlic, were added along with Grace coconut milk. The jackfruit was then added to the risotto and simmered. An unusual feature of Chef Baugh's dish was the combination of sorrel chutney and Grace guava jelly to accompany the lamb. These were actually added to a reduced mixture of Tropical Rhythm sorrel ginger drink and coffee. The final ingredients were the vegetables, string beans and pumpkin, sautéed with butter and seasoned to taste.
The judges have tasted their dishes, and now it's the judges' turn to give us their findings. Judges, over to you.
Richard, I congratulate you on the use of the lamb, which is a local grown lamb at the moment, and for using the oats, which gave it a nice oomph, you know. I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to taste your sauce, but I think you panicked a little bit at the end. You used quite a few Grace products, which I thought was very good, and your selection was excellent for presentation. Kamar, you started a bit slow. You see, it was a good thing that we reminded you that you could have peeled your vegetables and so, because you wouldn't have been anywhere near finished if you hadn't done that. But you did well, and your combinations were very unusual, I must say. And as we said before, mackerel is moving to a new level in the society, and I think the housewives are going to be very thankful to all the chefs on this program for showing them some new ideas of how to use the product line.
Richard, I start with you first. Great presentation. The presentation was out of... this is where we need to move with culinary,
yes.
Where when we present, we are not just putting food on a plate. So it was out of the box. The whole concept of using a sauce spoon to complement the presentation, yes, made it all that more appealing. The lamb, it had an excellent flavor. You need to
take a deep breath.
Focus, take a deep breath, and concentrate on what you're doing and not go against time. Leave the timing thing to Mr. Bolt and just concentrate on what we are doing here. Kamar, it was a good thing that you actually peeled your vegetables before you started, because you spent so much time prepping. They took away a lot of your cooking time, and that affected you.
Well done, both chefs. I think you both worked very clean in the kitchen. Maybe even spending a little too much time on
precision,
organising and cleaning up, because you both struggled for time in the end. But great job working in the kitchen. Kamar, obviously you didn't get everything exactly right that was on your recipe, because we didn't see the plantain ring, which I was kind of looking forward to see that. The fish, to me, it was the crust was a little greasy, and I think, you know, mackerel is an oily fish, and to coat it and fry it may not have been the best choice to do it. Richard, nice presentation, looked very good on the plate. I like my lamb as pink as that, and I thought it had great flavour. And I agree with the two ladies. The risotto, it lacked a little bit of flavour. I think possibly maybe a little bit too much jackfruit. It was a little sweet. The chutney was nice on the spoon.
Yes, the chutney was very nice.
Well done, both chefs. Thank you.
The score sheets are in. The points have been tallied, and the winner of the challenge is
Chef Richard.
Chef Richard Baugh. Congratulations, Richard.
Well,
you will now move on to the semi-final round and a chance to win the prize as our top chef. Next week, Tuesday evening, 2 more chefs will take up the challenge. Till then, on behalf of the chefs and the judges, we thank you so much for watching our program.
Grace Kitchens, in association with the Culinary Federation of Jamaica, presents the Chef's Invitational Challenge on creative cooking, taking Grace Convenience Foods to a new level. Who will be the top chef of the challenge? Join CVM TV for Creative Cooking every Tuesday and Friday at 7:50 p.m.